Hello, social media. Hello to all of you. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Lakita T. Sharp's famous, exclusive, inspirational channel. Welcome to one of the greatest shows in the universe. So I welcome you. Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm so happy that you guys are here and you guys are with me. I hope your day is going well and work has gone well. And so I do understand. So I am here and I am working the ministry now today. And I was, working. I had a client today. So I was working doing that. So I'm just so happy that you guys are, here and, welcome. So, you guys check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from over in my name at Amazon.com. And also, you guys, if you want to donate and sow a seed or bless the ministry, feel free to do so and sow a seed into the ministry. So thank you so much for that. And you guys, I am so happy that you guys are here. So I welcome you. And, just happy that you guys are here. It is 5/17 and it is Friday and it is May 1st. Woo! It is May 1st. So that means June, July, August. We are heading towards the summer. And yes, so I am just so happy that you guys are here. And we're going to get started with this message. So you guys, it's time to be intentional now. It's time to be intentional now. It is time to be more intentional with your life, more intentional with your finances, more intentional about your things. And, I am here to say to you, it's time to be intentional with your life and thinking about your future and thinking about the end game. Okay. For myself, working with people and being in home health care and working with people and being with them towards their end of their life. Some people, they end up a certain way and full of sicknesses, and going through. And I am here to say to you that you want to be more intentional. Check out my book, How to Be More Intentional in Your Life. How to be more intentional in your life. Okay. And I'm going to put that book on the screen so that you can check it out. But how to be more intentional in your life. Now, when you're thinking about the end in mind, how do you want to end your life? And I know, you're like, why is she talking about ending my life? Because this is very important. How you want your end to be, that means that it's how you are living, from this point where you are up until now. Because how you are now is how you're going to end up later. Meaning that if it's going to cause you to have a long and longevity life, if you're eating yourself to death now, you're eating just snacks all the time and eating just junk food all the time, well, that plays a part in how you're going to be in your older age and how you're going to be later if you're going to be, sick, with different things. So you want to make sure you're eating right. You want to make sure you are, being intentional with every dollar that you have and being intentional with your finances. I was reading a book today, and something that the author was saying was, being more intentional with every dollar, because you're asking yourself, I want more money. I want more money to do what? with that money, to add more expenses, to add more expenses to that. And then you're saying, I want more money. So be intentional where you are right now with what you have. Be intentional with how you use your time, because how you use your time is how you're gonna, whether you're gonna be, successful. You're wondering what is the difference between a successful person and a non-successful person, because they are intentional with what they do with their time. They are what? Focused. One of my clients who has Alzheimer's or whatever, and, I was told that she was a very focused woman, played the piano, and was very, very a focused woman, always just focused, and sort of like, well, I don't have Alzheimer's, but I'm a focused person. Being intentional with your life and what you're doing is what's going to cause you whether or not to be successful in your life. So you want to think with the end in mind. Like, how do I want this situation to end? How do I want, is it worth me going and working on my books, working on my speeches, working on my dream? Because if you work on your dream now, guess what? It's going to pay off later. If you are you're working, and you are working here and there and doing your dream and being faithful with that. Don't give up on your dreams, because why? It can come true. They can come true. You have no idea of the life that is planned for you if you start being more intentional. Check out my book, How to Be More Intentional in Your Life. That's right. How to be more intentional in our life. A lot of things will not be the way they are had you been more intentional. Had you had the wisdom to live an intentional life. Okay? Life is, being intentional is just very important, because how you be intentional is how your life is going to be. Okay? So, so start thinking intentionally. Check out my book, sold at Amazon.com. It is available ebook and it is available paperback. You can go ahead and purchase it right now and start reading it right now wherever you are. You might be at work and you're like probably sneaking and reading. You can't read your book, but you can read your ebook, right? So hey, your ebook is there. You can read your ebook, and you just have something to read and and to educate yourself. So I thank you. You guys, intentional. Remember, intentional thinking. That's where we are. Intentional thinking. Okay? I hear an animal. I'm sorry. I hear an animal. I hear an animal cat crying. But anyway, it might be one of the cats outside. But you guys be intentional. Well, I love you guys. You guys be well. I will see you guys in the next video. We are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen. We are the chosen ones. I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.